Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another quarantine concert with me and my partner here. My name is Stephen Locken-Feifke.
I'm Alexa Quarantino.
And this is our 24th concert, which is pretty crazy. Thank you, everybody, so much who's been a part of this since the beginning. Number 24. Wow, the next week is the big one, 25. We are actually in the Boston Globe this week as a critic's pick for this weekend, and we are so glad to be able to bring all of you on Crowdcast and everybody who's tuning in for the first time, maybe on Facebook and on YouTube, for joining us. And thank you so much if you're here from the Boston Globe from reading that article, and if you're just here because you're a frequent Flyer Mile participant in our concert series, we appreciate you. We are in our new lockdown location in Lexington, Massachusetts, of course, safely socially distanced from any possibly infected people. And we're just glad to be playing music for everybody. And if it is your first time tuning in, we have raised over $10,000 so far through this concert series since the beginning, since March. In March, during our first concert, we've been donating 25% of all of our proceeds to organizations that Alexa and I think make the world a better place. We've donated, split up evenly between COVID-19 musician relief funds as well as organizations supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. This month, but also this week, we are donating 25% of all of our proceeds to New York City jazz venues that have been hit just so hard through this pandemic. And now, earlier this week, there's a new law that is prohibiting live music from being planned and performed in New York City. So this is just an ongoing struggle for jazz clubs that we play at, that we call home. So we're really glad to be able to give back in some small way. And if you are able to contribute tonight, and if you're tuning in on Facebook, we've put some links in the comments description, and you can click on that link. That'll take you directly to our Crowdcast page, where if you so choose, you can make a donation or a small contribution to the cause. So without further ado, we do have another partner for tonight's performance. I'm going to let Alexa talk about that.
Thank you, Stephen Locken-Feifke. Good evening, everybody. Again, I'm Alexa Quarantino, commonly known as Alexa Tarantino. Nice to meet you all. Colloquially known as Alexa Tarantino. So tonight, you might notice that we are cross-posting onto a new page, and that is the Positone Records page. For anybody that is unfamiliar with Positone Records, it's the fantastic record label that I am on. I'm biased, of course, and I just released my latest record, Clarity, on Positone Records, featuring Stephen Feifke, his musicianship and writing as well. So we are so grateful to be in the Positone family, and wanted to cross-post and collaborate tonight because Positone released a 70th birthday special for Stevie Wonder. So there's actually a collective record that Positone put together, playing the music of Stevie Wonder from various recording sessions through the year to celebrate in honor of his 70th birthday. So please go ahead and check that out if you are able. It's on all streaming platforms and Bandcamp. It's called Tales of Wonder. So we're going to move on with our first song, get started here. This is dedicated to the Feifke family, gold sponsors tonight, and incredible hosts. We are so grateful for them. And this is For Once in My Life. Just play something like B flat for a minute.
Awesome. Thank you so much to our live in studio audience. And actually, I'm going to see if really quickly we can maybe pan to them. Can you see? Oh, there they are. There's the there's the live in studio audience sitting exactly where you would not expect them to be sitting, which is directly behind us. And thank you once again. That song is dedicated to the Feifke family, which is of course well, it's that's my family. Thanks, guys. So we're gonna keep things going. We're gonna play another song, another favorite, and actually this was requested by a lot of people, but most recently it was requested by my mom, and we're gonna play for you right now my arrangement of "Isn't She Lovely," and we're gonna dedicate this song to Emily. Thanks so much, Emily, for being a gold sponsor for tonight's program. We will look forward to playing this song for you. So here we go. This is "Isn't She Lovely."
So when do you want me to play at the top, or?
You come in just at the melody, or I guess you can play like you can solo over the top.
Oh, this is in
Concert.
Oh.
Wait, what? Well,
what key is this in?
I thought I sent you the concert copy.
Is this in concert?
No. Well, it's in B flat.
What? How is that possible?
Did you take the wrong page of it?
What's the first page?
It's like a long file.
I have three pages. I opened what you sent me.
Awesome. We have the file. We have the technology, and sometimes it's too much for us. So here we go now with "Isn't She Lovely."
So this is in concert? Yeah. Okay.
Thanks again to our live in-studio audience. And I forgot to mention, actually, that that's an arrangement that I did for a really good friend of mine who's, you can hear this on his record, Chad Lefkowitz Brown, Onward. And we're going to go onward to our next song. Alexa, what is our next song tonight?
Well, this next song is dedicated to another fabulous frequent flyer and gold sponsor of ours. This is for the Zaffits. Thank you so much, Mr. Zaffits and Deborah, for your support. We just appreciate you so much and hope you enjoy. I'm thinking of I think it's time for us to move on to a little Sir Duke, perhaps. It's a pep band classic, which is fitting because Mr. Zaffitz was a teacher of ours. So let's get our pep band on, everybody. One, two, All right. That was fun. I don't know if anybody noticed Steven's awesome reharm there at the end. That was very fun. So thank you so much to the Zappets. That's for you. And as a reminder, if anybody is just joining us for the first time tonight, welcome. We are so happy to see you. This is our first few concerts actually streaming live on Facebook, and it's been awesome. And tonight we are grateful to be cross-posting with an amazing record label, Positone Records, our good friends who have been housing my musical projects for the past few years, and just they are so supportive and have the best ideas, including their recent 70th birthday celebration for Stevie Wonder called Tales of Wonder, which is available on streaming platforms, Bandcamp, etc. So again, that's Positone Records, and we love you all very much. So once more tonight, 25% of all proceeds are going to the venues in New York City that we call home, who have just been hit so hard by COVID, and we love them very much. We're grateful to have raised over $10,000 for organizations and movements that matter to us, and so we thank you all for sticking with us. This next song goes to another frequent flyer gold sponsor, Kevin Hogue. You're the man. So I think for Kevin, how about a little bit of You Are the Sunshine of Our Lives. Just a one-pager. Loves in Need of Love. That was for Kevin Hogue.
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. That one was for you. And I guess that is a short answer to your question of are there more funky keyboard voices to come? And so the answer is yes, was yes, and will continue to be yes. Actually, we haven't done a Q&A in so long. Alexa, there's just one quick question I think we can take right now. It's from Rebecca. Rebecca asks, what mic are you using, Alexa? My Yeti just isn't cutting it anymore. LOL.
Rebecca, awesome. Thanks for asking. So we did a lot of research in terms of our technical setup, and I am actually using a Neumann TLM-103, and this works really well for me on saxophone and on flute and on clarinet. I've been doing a bunch of recording at home and performing from home as well, so it works really well. Stephen, you want to add what you use for piano in case people are curious?
No, that's okay. But the Neumann is a really versatile microphone, and you can use it for singing. You can use it for playing woodwinds, trumpet, whatever you want. It pretty much all sounds great on the Neumann. So just want to say, if you're tuning in and out on Facebook, thank you so much for joining us. We are this week's the Boston Globe's critics pick for this weekend, and we're so glad to be performing live from you from Facebook, from YouTube, and from Crowdcast. 25% of all of the proceeds for tonight's performance are going towards New York City jazz venues that we call home. If you're tuning in on Facebook and you'd like to make a contribution, please consider doing so. We've put the link as a sticked comment, whatever it is, pinned comment, at the top of each page, and you can follow that link and find out more over at our Crowdcast page. And actually, you know what's kind of cool is that the Crowdcast page is like a millisecond, it uploads to Crowdcast like a millisecond before Facebook and YouTube. So you'll literally see everything there first. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna move on. This is one of my favorite songs, and actually, I did an arrangement for this for a collaborator of both Alexa's and mine, Ulysses Owens Jr. and his band New Century Quintet, and it's on In Case You Missed Us. So you can hear this arrangement on that record. But what we're going to play for you tonight is, it's that song, and this song is going to be dedicated to the Tarantinos, another gold sponsor for tonight's performance, and also frequent flyer miles of pretty much a lot of stuff. So thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. This one is for both of you and also for Winston. This is Love's in Need of Love Today. And a big thank you to our live in studio audience for that resounding applause that we can hear from. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, give it up. Yeah, raise the roof. Oh yeah. Yes, thank you so much to all these awesome comments on Crowdcast. That is one of my absolute favorite songs of all time. And I mean, you know, we don't do the pre-concert conversations. We haven't had a platinum sponsor in a while, but we are doing. But I do want to say that Stevie Wonder just has such an amazing way of writing these effortless melodies with these beautiful harmonies. And you know what's so special about his music, and so many of the artists that we're dedicating these weekly concerts, these weekly performances to, is that it's just so awesome to take like the music of somebody like Stevie Wonder, take the music of a band like the Beatles. Even last week we did some Beach Boys and play it in a jazz duo setting with piano and saxophone. And you know, even without the lyrics being sung, you can really just get a sense with Stevie Wonder's songs, the amazing meaning behind each and every song. While I've got the microphone, I just want to say a big thank you once again to Mark and Nick over at Positone Records for joining us in our cross-post live stream tonight on Facebook. If you're tuning in there, thank you so much. We're going to continue now with dedicating this to two very special people who I've actually only met in person once. Well, Barbara, I've met you twice actually, but Tim, I've only met you once. Alexa and I want to say a humongous thank you for your generous donation tonight. This next song is for you and your whole family. We hope that you're all safe and healthy. This is Superstition. Actually, they saw you play. They saw us play at Birdland for the holiday concert with me and Benny.
Thank you.
So this is actually, it's ironically, it's another arrangement of mine that I did for Chad Lefkowitz Brown, and this is on his most recent album, big band album, that we recorded in quarantine. It's called The Quarantine Standards, and it's with a virtual big band. Every instrumentalist recorded it at home, and we compiled it all in post in like a big studio edit. Very fun, very labor intensive, but it was a really interesting experience to record like that. In this album, you can hear the full orchestration on the record, but Alexa and I are going to play this pared down version for you right now. Once again, this is Superstition. Thanks so much, Tim and Barbara. This goes out to you and your whole family. Super fun and challenging to play an entire big band arrangement for 18 musicians just on this little old thing, this piano. So always fun to take ourselves out of our comfort zones. Yeah, and again, thanks so much to Tim and Barbara and you guys and your family as well. So, Alexa, what is next? Oh, awesome! I love this song. You should introduce this. This is very similar to Superstition. Actually, we should maybe think about
Okay. How about this is just one that he did. We have a lot of silver. Okay, everybody. We are in a little bit of a pickle again this week. Facebook is proving to be the Facebook nights are the popular nights. We have had so many amazing sponsors. So here is what we are going to do, because we have just an incredible list here and we love you all so much. Thank you. We have a couple more that we can do. We're just going to make sure we get to everybody, and here's the thing. Let's do I Wish. I'm sorry, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, okay, which is a classic, like a great classic, actually. Signed, Sealed, Delivered. And because we're getting close to the top of the hour, as they say in radio, let's do this. Our silver sponsors tonight, we have so many of you and you are so amazing. So we hope that we can actually team you up. And I think after anybody that comes in after this point, we will put you on the top of the concert for the dedications next week. Next week is celebrating the centennial of Charlie Parker. For any of you who were with us several months ago for our Charlie Parker show, we are doing another one because he has so many awesome tunes, and this is his actual month of birth. So please join us and save your spots pressing the green button below, registering if you're on Crowdcast for Sunday's concert. If you are not on Crowdcast and if you're watching us on Facebook, please go to the Crowdcast link in the caption so you can follow us and keep track of us, and that is also where we are accepting our donations for tonight. So this is what we will do. Signed, sealed, delivered. We would like to dedicate this to the Nancaros, our fantastic frequent flyer silver sponsors, and Ken and Diane, also fabulous frequent flyer silver sponsors. So we love you both so much, Nancaros and the Solomons. Thank you so much. Signed, sealed, delivered to you and to you and to you and to you and to you.
And you get delivered, and you get signed, and you get delivered.
Is this the same one that I know? Okay, I don't know.
All right, now we actually are going to continue with I Wish, which is another awesome song. Yeah, Stevie Wonder just had so many hits. Actually, is I Wish also on Songs in the Key of Life? I think it's. I don't know. Can we get a dial a friend over here from our live in studio audiences? What album is I Wish on? Answer after this song. It's a tall ask, trust me. All right, and this one goes out to two silver sponsors. Yes, awesome. It is on Songs in the Key of Life. Thank you, G5. Songs in the Key of G5. This one goes out to Dwayne and Ida, and also to Linda. So, and we think that is the Tinkler family. So thank you so much to both of you, or several of you. We really appreciate your frequent flyer participation. So this is I Wish. And we have one more song after this. So in the words of Alexa Quarantino, go to Crowdcast if you're on Facebook. So we can catch you next week for the Centennial, the Charlie Parker Centennial.
I'm just going to play the melody, all right? Starting at the verse?
That's the kind of song that, like, even if you don't know the name, is I wish you immediately recognize it when it's played. And yeah, that was super fun to kind of get into some trading. And if you're a jazz duo nerd like we are, what we were doing there is we were just playing some counterpoint with each other. So, you know, the piano is different from a lot of other instruments because obviously you can play many notes at the same time. Usually they sound better than that. So anyway, but what's kind of nice to do sometimes is just play a single note line, and in that way I can talk, Alexa and I can talk on just a single note line. So that's what happened. Anyway, we've got one more song to play for you all tonight. Thank you so much, whether you're tuning in on Facebook, whether you're tuning in on YouTube, or whether you're tuning in at our home base Crowdcast. This has just been so much fun. If you read about us in the Boston Globe, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if you're just tuning in on Facebook and you're just independently just clicking on the live stream, then super exciting news. Alexa and I are critics picks for this weekend's performance, and we have raised over $10,000 so far for organizations that matter to us, that are supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, that are raising money to help musicians during this crisis. And tonight, 25% of all of our proceeds are going towards the New York City jazz venues that we call home. And these venues have just been hit so hard through this pandemic, and now with this recent law that's been passed in New York City. Excuse me. Now with this recent law that's been passed in New York City that prohibits venues from playing live music, they're going to be hit even harder. So we definitely appreciate all of your support tonight, and just spread the word about that, because without these jazz venues, whenever things go back to normal, Alexa and I are going to have nowhere to play, which is kind of sad. But anyway, thank you again so much for tuning in tonight. To all of our bronze sponsors, thank you so much. To everybody, we hope you'll join us again next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and lots of other times in Europe and Asia and or around the world. Do we have fans in Antarctica yet? Probably not. But anyway, this is the next week's concert is going to be our second concert of our quarantine concert series dedicated to the music of Charlie Parker, because actually it is going to be his 100th birthday. He's not alive, but we're going to be celebrating his centennial anyway, and we're going to be playing some of our favorite bebop tunes that he wrote, that he performed on, and he just had such an illustrious yet short career. So tune in next week to find out more. Once again, my name is Stephen Locken-Feifke.
I'm Alexa Quarantino, and thank you so much for joining us. We want to just introduce this last song is actually sort of a tag onto our previous theme. From the past couple of weeks, we played the music of the Beatles. If you missed that, you can catch that in our Crowdcast archive. This was a popular request that we got for a special someone of ours in our in-studio audience. This is Imagine. And while it was requested by our special in-studio audience member, we want to dedicate this to two other silver sponsors of the evening that we love very much. Lydia Radzinski, thank you so much for joining us. And Ruth Dolores Smith, and it's been so great to see you, Ruth, week after week. We so appreciate you. I remember when you joined us maybe several weeks ago, and so we're just so grateful for both of you, Lydia and Ruth, for your support. So this is Imagine. And as I mentioned, we are so grateful for everybody that's tuned in and become sponsors tonight. And we especially want to thank two just recent silver sponsors tonight. We've got Heidi and Mitch Tyson. We've also got Carol Sims. So Heidi and Mitch and Carol, we'd love for you to tune in next week, and we will dedicate songs to you at the top of the show for the Charlie Parker concert. But wanted to give you a special shout out tonight as well. Again, thank you to our bronze sponsors, the Slater Whitties, the Frelicks, the Askerbergs, the Browns, Toland, Mike Sains, and Celia Maloof, Al Toland I mentioned. Okay, we love you all so much. This is Imagine for Lydia Radzinski and Ruth Dolores Smith. So we can just play it all the way through to the end.
All right, that's it for us tonight. Thank you again so much to each and every one of you who tuned in across all of our platforms. We will be back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the music of Charlie Parker, celebrating Charlie Parker's centennial. My name is Stephen Locken-Feifke.
My name is Alexa Quarantino.
Good night, Boston.